The Supreme Court has said, due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners, there is external aggression and internal disturbance. But Government of India is keeping mum. We'd like to ask them, due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners from Pakistan, there is external aggression, internal disturbance in the state of Gujarat. What would have been the step on the part of the central government? These are questions. The solution is very clear. In case of Assam, Assam Accord must be implemented in a specific time frame. For whole of Northeast, there should be an NRC. The statewide, the modality may change. Seal the Indo-Bangla border and seal the other international border and solve this Sakma Hajong issues of Arunachal Pradesh and give special constitutional status for the indigenous people of Northeast, number one. Special constitutional protection, safeguard for the indigenous Tripuris of Tripura and give constitutional status for the indigenous people of Assam. We must get constitutional status because it is our motherland. We must have the right to rule over our motherland. The Bangladeshis must not get the power to rule over our own indigenous people. That's very clear. It's an injustice to the people of Northeast. We do not want to say what they want to do about the other parts of the country. In one hand, they said that inland covered area, 6 covered areas are exempted from CAA. On the other hand, they are imposing this order on Northeast. It's a contradictory. So this order must be exempted from the purview of the Northeastern region. It's a warning to the central government. Then that there is also, they should think that there is also part of the country beyond Calcutta, that is Northeast. Northeast is not a dumping ground for illegal Bangladeshis. And till this issue of Vax problem is solved, we will continue our democratic peaceful movement.
The press fraternity of Arunachal Pradesh, and we have just concluded the General Council meeting of the Northeastern organization here in Namsai in Arunachal Pradesh. And the issues that we have discussed is a very important issue of the illegal infiltration of people from Bangladesh and also from other countries. And we all know that the Northeastern region has been facing this problem for a very long time, and some of the states, the problem is so enormous that the indigenous peoples of the state have become a minority in their own land. And you have seen the problem that the state of Assam is facing because of this illegal infiltration from Bangladesh. And all the other states of the Northeastern region also affected because of illegal infiltration. And NESO has taken a very strong stand since its inception that we could not allow our land to be taken over by foreigners coming from the different countries. We cannot allow our culture, our economy to be taken over by people from different countries or infiltrators coming from different countries. And also in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, the AAPSU has been raising the issue of the Chakma and Hajong refugees in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. But still, the government of India till today has not been able to solve this issue. And we call upon the government of India and also the state government to take proactive steps in order to protect the identity, the culture, and the way of life of the indigenous people of Arunachal Pradesh, and also to take steps how to solve this issue of the Chakma Hajong refugees in the state of Arunachal Pradesh and also in the different states of the Northeastern region. The government of India must be proactive in their operations so that the illegal infiltrators do not take away the land and the resources of the indigenous peoples of the different states of the Northeastern region. And on this very important issue, we demand that the government of India should introduce the inner line pass in all the states of the Northeastern region. Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, and Manipur. The ILP is being implemented in these 4 states, but in the other 3 states of Tripura, Meghalaya, and Assam, the ILP is not being implemented. and NESO has been demanding for the implementation of LP, and also to bring out policies and resolutions to safeguard the constitutional, to bring about constitutional safeguards to the rights of the indigenous peoples over the land and their mineral resources. And on this very important issue, in the last executive council meeting that we had in August in Guwahati, we've had a sit-in strike on the 18th of August 2025 uh, against the government of India, to pressurize the government of India and the state government to be proactive on this issue. And this General Council meeting of NESO has also decided that this time we will send a memorandum to all the governors of the different states of the Northeastern region before the 10th of November. All these memorandums should reach the governors of the different states of the Northeastern region in order to put more pressure on the government of India to take note of this very vital and important issue for the survival and welfare of the indigenous peoples of the Northeastern region. That is one issue. Another issue is, as we all know, that the famous singer of Assam, Mr. Zubin Garg, who passed away on the 19th of September 2025 under mysterious circumstances, uh, NESO always remembers him because in 2019, when we were fighting against the government of India, opposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill of 2016, he was always there to support NESO regarding this cause, and he was always there at the forefront to oppose this CAB, which later turned into CAA of 2019. And he was one of the artists who led from the forefront and who organized all the artists of Assam to oppose this CAB, which later was made into CAA of 2019. And as NESO, we could not forget his contribution regarding the discourse. And also, he's not only a famous singer, not only a famous composer of the state of Assam or of the whole of Northeastern region, but as a human being, he stood for the welfare of the indigenous peoples of the whole of the Northeastern region. So on this issue, the House has resolved that we will pass a resolution to write to the uh, state government of Assam to demand for justice for Mr. Zubin Garg, and the investigation should be thorough, should be watertight, so as to not leave any room for any loopholes, so that the culprits who are responsible for his death should be brought to book and should be brought to justice. And we have also talked about other issues in which our chief advisor, Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjya, and also our Secretary General would like to highlight some of these issues that we have discussed today.
Thank you, the media fraternity. The chairman NESO has already highlighted the agenda, the issues which we have discussed in this NESO General Council meeting. Some points I would like to supplement to my chairman. The NESO is committed to protect the rights of the indigenous people of the Northeast region. On the issue of illegal immigrants, as we all are aware, the situations of Tripura in the General Council meetings, the NESO will demand the government of India to provide constitutional rights for the indigenous people of the Tripura. And we also decided that NESO team will visit Tripura as and when the necessary arrangement is done by the Tripura Students Federations. The Chakma Hajon issue, which have already raised by the all Arunachal Pradesh Students Union. The NESO is always with AAPSU. Likewise, any other state of the Northeast who are facing this illegal immigrants issue, NESO is always with all the states. We will not let the outsiders to intrude the indigenous people of the northeastern regions. The other issues which we have discussed in the General Council meetings, the NESO have made a project that the aspiring students of the northeastern for the UPSC coaching, the NESO have projected to each candidate from the 8 component units to take a coaching in the UPSC coaching center in Delhi, and it has already started. Now it has come to 2 months, and we have seen that the progress of the students while pursuing their coaching in Delhi. These are some of the issues I would like to supplement to my chairman, and I will conclude my speech from there. Thank you.
Okay, respected journalist of Namsai. Already the Honorable Chairman of NESO and Secretary General had briefed about our General Council meeting. So, there are some issues where we have deliberated. First, on behalf of Northeast Student Organization, that is with its constituent body, all Arunachal Pradesh Students Union, Khasi Students Union, Garu Students Union, Naga Student Federation, all Manipur Students Union, Mizoram Jilai Pol, Tripura Student Federation and all Assam Students Union, we are demanding justice for Zubin Garg. And how this justice will come, the culprit must be punished. And how it will be possible? There must be a watertight inquiry. And the SIT, which is formed by the Assam government, they should submit its report with full proof in such a way so that no culprits can escape with the loopholes of law. So, on behalf of Northeast Student Organization, on behalf of the indigenous people of Northeast, we are demanding justice for Zubin from Namsai. It's a strong message to the Assam government that indigenous people of Northeast want justice for Zubin Garg. And we won't take rest till we get justice. And Zubin Garg was a voice of indigenous people of Northeast, and he will be the soul of the indigenous people of Northeast. He will be the soul of Northeast. The other issues we had discussed about the influx of illegal foreigners from Bangladesh and other parts of the country. It's a threat to the identity of the indigenous people of Northeastern region. The central government and the respective states government had failed miserably to protect the interests of the indigenous people of Northeastern region. We have seen the fate of Tripura. Out of 40 lakhs of population, only 15 lakhs are the indigenous Tripuris residing in Tripura. We have seen the fate of Assam. We have seen the fate of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland and other parts of the Northeastern region. And due to influx of the illegal foreigners from Bangladesh, the whole demographic pattern of Assam has changed and Northeast has changed. Due to continuous large-scale influx of illegal foreigners from Bangladesh, the demographic pattern of Northeast has changed. So we cannot accept this situation. We cannot stay like a second-class citizen in our own motherland. So all illegal foreigners, they must be detected, they must be deported. And see, if the central government can seal the Indo-Pak border in a war-footing manner, why they cannot seal the Indo-Bangla border and other international border of the Northeastern region. It's an inexcusable crime on the part of the government of India for not sealing the international border. Regarding Bangladesh, along with the illegal Bangladeshis, the fundamentalist groups, they are entering into Northeast. It's a transit route and transit camp for the fundamentalist groups. We have a question to the government of India. Is it not a threat to the country? Why government of India is keeping mum to protect the country? We are shouting for the protection of the country. So there must be a special operation against all illegal foreigners and fundamentalist groups working in Northeastern region. Why there is not a special operation? The government of India must take all effective measures to evict all illegal Bangladeshis and illegal foreigners and fundamentalist groups residing in Northeastern region. There must be a special operation. We are repeating the word special operation against all fundamentalist groups and illegal foreigners residing in Northeastern region. And Northeast is not a dumping ground for the illegal foreigners. And the government of India, the concerned government, state government must take all effective measures. Regarding Sakma refugee problem of Arunachal Pradesh, the Northeast Student Organization had extended full support to all Arunachal Pradesh Students Union. In this regard, we will extend active support, full support to all Arunachal Pradesh Students Union regarding the Sakma Hajong issues. So how to solve this problem? Seal this border, detect the illegal foreigner, deport them. We have a question to central government. They said there was a friendly government with Bangladesh. Why there was not a bilateral treaty with the Bangladesh government? What is the meaning of the friendly government? They have failed miserably. Now, as because there is an unfriendly government in Bangladesh, now government of India trying to say something about the illegal foreigners. And effective measures is very clear. Very tough stand, very tough action against illegal foreigners and fundamentalist groups. Because it's a question of identity of the indigenous people of Northeast. It's a question of protecting country's interests. That's very important. And we are shouting, we are agitating throughout Northeast. Perhaps in other states, there is not a movement against illegal foreigners. Because they are not facing the threat due to influx of illegal foreigners in their own states. Is there any movement in Gujarat? Is there any movement in Delhi? No, because they have not faced this type of situation. The Supreme Court has said, due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners, there is external aggression and internal disturbance. It is not the saying of NESO, it's a saying of Supreme Court. But Government of India is keeping mum. We'd like to ask them, if if the threat is like that, due to large-scale influx of illegal foreigners from Pakistan, there is external aggression, internal disturbance in the state of Gujarat. What would have been the step on the part of the central government? This is our question. So, the solution is very clear. In case of Assam, Assam Accord must be implemented in a specific time frame. For whole of Northeast, there should be an NRC. The statewide, the modality may change. Seal the Indo-Bangla border and seal the other international border and solve this Sakma Hajong issues of Arunachal Pradesh and give special constitutional status for the indigenous people of Northeastern region. Special constitutional status for the indigenous people of Northeast, number one. Special constitutional protection, safeguard for the indigenous Tripuris of Tripura and give constitutional status for the indigenous people of Assam as per the Justice Biplav Sharma Committee report which was formed by the Government of India. We must get constitutional status because it is our motherland. We must have the right to rule over our motherland. The Bangladeshis must not get the power to rule over our own indigenous people. That's very clear. On the other hand, there is a new order We have opposed CAA. We have opposed CAA, and due to the movement of indigenous people of Northeast, the government of India had exempted the innerland covert states of Northeast. So there is no CAA in innerland covert states. In Arunachal Pradesh, in Mizoram, in Nagaland, in Manipur, there is no CAA. In 6 little covert areas, such as 98% of Meghalaya, 70% of Tripura, 8 districts out of 35 districts of Assam is exempted. So we have a question. We have 3 questions to the central government. Number 1, if CA is bad for the innerland covert states of Northeast, how this CA can be good for the other parts of Northeast? Question number 2, if the CA is bad for the 6 little covert of areas of Northeast, how this can be good for the other parts of the Northeastern region? So if CA is bad for the innerland permit covert area and 6 little covert areas of Northeast, CA is bad for the other parts of the Northeast also. So withdraw CA from whole of Northeast. Why part? CA should be withdrawn from whole of Northeast. Now, after CA, the government of India had issued an order, Immigration and Foreigners Exemption Order 2025. It's a new order imposed on us. What is the order? According to CAA, those foreigners entering into Northeast, they can get the citizenship up to 2014 who have entered. Those who have entered up to 2014, they will get citizenship, which we are opposing. Now, by this order, they are saying those who have entered up to 2025 without any document, they can stay. It's a injustice to the people of Northeast. We do not want to say what they want to do about the other parts of the country. But this order must not be implemented in Northeast. It should be exempted from Northeast. In one hand, they said that innerland covert area, 6 little covert areas are exempted from CAA. On the other hand, they are imposing this order on Northeast. It's a contradictory. So this order must be exempted from the purview of the Northeastern region. So on this issue, we are demanding for a population census for whole of Northeast. For all these issues, we will submit our memorandum to Honorable Governor of all the 7 states within 10th of November. It's a warning to the central government then that there is also, they should think that there is also part of the country beyond Calcutta, that is Northeast. Northeast is not a dumping ground for illegal Bangladeshis. And till this issue of Vax problem is solved, we will continue our democratic peaceful movement. And there are some other issues regarding that education. The NEP is introduced. There is some good things and there are some bad things also. Those things which are good for the student community of Northeast, that should be implemented. Those who are bad, that should not be implemented in Northeast. Like number 1, multidisciplinary course, that is good for Northeast. That is good for the student community of Northeast. Any science student can have their study in arts also, in commerce also. But whether that infrastructure is there in our education institute or not, that's the question. So all the state governments should take all effective measures to prepare the infrastructure so that the multidisciplinary course system can be introduced effectively in Northeast. Number 1. Number 2, they are giving more emphasis in the mother tongue. It's good. But they are saying that the revenue will be collected by the colleges. That is bad, because it will be more fee structure on the student community. So those who are good for the student community of Northeast that should be implemented. Those who are bad, that should not be introduced in Northeast region. One more thing regarding education. Thousands of students, they are going out for higher study in different parts of the country. In Delhi, in Pune, in Bangalore, in other states, our students are going out. It's a good thing that our students are going out. An unofficial survey has said more than 300 crores are going out from Northeast because of this. Our students are going out. So we have a question, why these students are going out? Why? For those subjects for which our students are going out, why these subjects cannot be introduced in our education institute? New courses should be introduced in our universities, in our education institute, so that our students can study in Northeast. Those who can afford, they can go out. But those students who are meritorious, but they cannot afford to go out for higher study, where they will study? They will have to study in Northeast. So new courses should be introduced in our universities, in colleges, technical, non-technical, professional, and new courses should be introduced in our all education institute, so that the meritorious student who cannot afford to go out, they can study in our Northeastern region. New institutions should be established. Medical college, engineering college, technical college, non-technical institutes should be established. See, when you are demanding for infrastructure for NEP, the student community for other parts of the country, they are discussing about AI. This is the difference. So our students will have to go at par with the other parts of the country. So new courses should be introduced in our education institute. With that aim, NESO is working, will work. And for your information, this time the NESO has started a project Bhattacharjya, that is, will produce more effective administrative officers. So we are encouraging our students to go for UPSC. And this time, NESO is sending 14 students from Northeast for coaching in higher coaching institute in Delhi. 26 from Assam, that is initiated by All Assam Students Union, and 14 from whole of Northeast by NESO, 2 from each state. We are sending them to Delhi. In IAS Academy, next IAS they are having coaching. 2 months is already over, and it's a mission. It's a mission. We will produce more administrative officer from Northeast. It's a beginning, and in this project, we need suggestion from all the intellectuals, academicians from Northeastern region. So these are some of the issues we had discussed, and as a student body, we'll work for the academic protection and upliftment for the student community of the Northeastern region. At the same time, we'll continue to struggle to protect the interests of the indigenous people of Northeastern region. So our will we have? Okay. So any question?
Final solution for what would you like to say on that topic? Like, already you said that NESO is supporting, but ultimatum is given by the state president.
See, we have said that the Northeast Students Organization is extending full support to all Arunachal Pradesh Students Union. We have submitted many memorandums to the central government. Solution is there. But it's a lack of interest on the part of the central government. So we have said the central rulers, they should realize that there is also part of the country beyond Calcutta that is Northeast. Northeast is not a dumping ground for illegal Bangladeshis, illegal foreigners.
Before you have mentioned regarding the repeal of the CA, where you have said that recently one notification or like regarding the 2014 में जो order निकला, and I believe 2025 में जो लोग 25 तक में उनको भी
they can stay. CA we were opposing. CA said up to 2014 they can come and stay and have the citizenship. We are opposing. That legal fight is on in the Supreme Court also. NESO is a petitioner there. Altogether, 52 petitions are there in the Supreme Court from Northeast. Okay. Now, legal fight is on, democratic fight is on. From whole of the country, around 200 petitions are pending there in the Supreme Court. From whole of the country, 200 petitions. From Northeast, 53 petitions. Okay, we are opposing Ka. Why? We have expressed our mind. For some areas, Ka is bad. For some areas, Ka is good. How it can be? So if for some areas, Ka is bad for Northeast, for whole of Northeast, the Ka must be withdrawn. Now this order, this recent order, it has said that those who have come up to 2025 and or they are staying without any document, they can stay. How it can be? It must be exempted from Northeast.
सर ये बाउंड्री डिस्प्यूट को लेके आप लोगों ने आज शायद डिस्कस नहीं किया होगा, ये एक बहुत लॉन्ग पेंडिंग ये रहा इशू रहा.
See, we had discussed. See, border issue must be settled by the governments. It's not the duty of the student community to earmark the border. We cannot, student body cannot earmark the border. It's a duty of the government to solve this border problem. Yes, I'm coming to your point. Rightly you have said. So what NESO can do? NESO can create an atmosphere in the border so that the peoples to peoples contact, peoples to peoples relationship can be developed. We are working on that line and we will work on that line. Because we'll have to live like a good neighbors. So as a student body, what we can do? Peoples to peoples contact in the border areas and peoples to peoples relationship in the border areas. On that area we're working and we'll continue to work. So we are putting on the pressure on the governments. We say it's a duty of the government. Both government must sit and settle this issue. As a student body, what we can do? We can do to develop the relationship of the people residing in the both sides of the border areas and peoples to peoples contact. That will continue to
सर
do.
अगर आप लोग अभी प्रेशर नहीं करेंगे तो कल को सॉल्व नहीं होगा. गांव में जगह जगह पे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ऐसे झगड़ा होते रहेगा सर बाउंड्री को.
We are continuing to work on that area. Peoples to peoples contact and peoples to peoples relationship.
अगर आप लोग अभी नहीं करेंगे तो कल को एक दूसरे का मारपीट होगा, किसी का जान भी जा सकता है.
Yeah.
कल को आप लोग एक दूसरे का ही या ऑल असम स्टूडेंट यूनियन ही कहीं ना कहीं बंद कॉल कर रहा होगा या तो
No, you be sure that the relationship at the initiative of NESO in between ASU and AAPSU will continue. See, on that line we are very clear. We are good friends. We'll continue to be good friends. Nobody can disturb that relationship. At the ages of NESO, we are working on that line. It's very clear. ASU और AAPSU का जो relationship है, जो friendship है, nobody can break. At the ages of NESO, we are working on that line. ASU, AAPSU, ASU, NSF, ASU, then KSU, ASU, like that. We are working on that line. For that, NESO is taking initiative. At the ages of NESO, we are working on that line.
सर जैसे अभी आपने नेसो का स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो एक्चुअल रोल होता है रिगार्डिंग एजुकेशन को लेकर काफी अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है जो आपने बताया कि 14 लोग ऑलरेडी कोचिंग ले रहे हैं. इस तरह के प्रोसीजर्स इस तरीके से सिलेक्शन किया जाता है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट रहता है, प्रोसीजर कैसा रहता है?
ये यूपीएससी का जो है, यूपीएससी का है the constituent student organization will select. Okay, select two from it's our first initiative. So हम लोग ने क्या किया? The NESO constituent organization is selecting two. Okay, through a process. The process it's up to the constituent organization. Like Khasi Students Union, they are holding entrance tests. For a case of Assam, they are holding entrance tests. So हम सब constituent organization को free hand दे दिया, they should select. What is our part? We are giving full coaching fees, full tuition fees, and 12,000 rupees stipend per month. सब स्टूडेंट को कोचिंग फीस फ्री है, we are paying. ट्यूशन फीस फ्री है, that we NESO is paying. And 12,000 रुपया per month स्टाइपेंड दिया है पर स्टूडेंट को. With that initiative, we are working. Our dream is very clear. We want to more a good administrative officer from Northeast.
For that, the NESO is going to place a representation to the central government or concerned states coming.
See, today we have discussed and what is the present status of implementation of NEP in each state. That we'll have to assess. Suppose in Arunachal Pradesh, what is the present status of implementation and NEP? That will be assessed by AAPSU. In Nagaland, NSF. In Meghalaya, Khasi students in and Garu students. In Assam, ASU. Then depending on that, what is the assessment? What is the preparation of implementation of that provisions? Depending on that, we'll work. If needed, we'll meet the state government. If needed, we meet the central government. Thank you so much.
Thank you.